Good afternoon, everyone. I am here in a beautiful Spacehoff property with the actor, entrepreneur, and least Irish-looking Irishman in the world.
How
Robert
dare
Sheehan.
you?
How are you, Rob, today?
I'm not too bad. Not too bad. There was a Caribbean milkman who used to prowl our streets when I was an infant. So maybe he had something to do with my brownness.
Well, that might contribute to why you're the way you do. So tell me, Rob, how does it feel to be?
I wrote on a complete side note. I wrote a little short story recently called Salvador Daly about a little Irish fella who was clearly a product of the milkman. I think that might have been semi-autobiographical.
A life story.
Mom and Dad. Oh, cock! Oh no, he's ruining it!
I mean, in the first instance, how did the story and the project kind of come to you, and what was your first reaction when you read the script?
First of all, I want to say I think it's deeply unprofessional of Hey You Guys to, situate me for an interview like right in front of a giant cock that they drew. Yeah, that's not fair. That undermines me. It's undermining, okay? I don't like giant purple cocks near my head. Don't try Botox in a garden shed. Just because you did it on an orange doesn't mean it's going to work on someone's face. Okay? Think.
Learned it from listening to Alanis Morissette, so I'm...
Yeah, Alanis Morissette is very much the queen of irony. It's when you've got 10,000 spoons, but all you need is a knife. What kind of situation are you in if all you need is a knife? Maybe you're in a POW camp and you've dug a tunnel, but then there are 2 guards on the other end of the tunnel, and all you have to do is kill them, and then you're away to freedom. And you have 10,000 spoons, and then you've dug the tunnel with them, and all you need is a knife to kill the other 2, the Chinese prisoners. That's probably where Alanis was when she thought of that.
I actually now want to see that as a film, Rob. Is there any chance we can get you making it?
Well, we could probably imprison Alanis Morissette in a Vietnamese POW camp, and then forget the film. We'll just leave her there. Do the world a favour. Alanis, I'm only joking.
Definitely. And on
all of the bustling metropolises. Metropolises? Metropoli? What's the plural of metropolis?
Metropol.
I don't know, I like that idea.
I don't know.
If anybody knows, right, which side of the flamingo's awake when it stood on one leg, please post into the E4 website now, because we'd like to know that for sure. Don't check Wikipedia, because that's notoriously inaccurate.
It's nice to come back and be here.
Oh shit. They were supposed to fall from my head onto my eyes.
Do you want to, we can do it again?
What do you think of these? Lauren, what do you think of these glasses?
Consequences.
No. Is that the one you go, oh no, that's concentration. Sorry. I clearly wasn't concentrating.
Of which he has a lot, yeah. This one. Their dad doesn't call them by anything other than their numbers.
Except for me, he calls me saucy every now and again. That was in the deleted scenes.
Hey, Saucy.
Saucy, come here.
Bring me my sauce.
Saucy ass. Bring me my cup
When
and
you guys
salsa.
were growing up, do your parents ever refer to you as anything other than your names?
Yeah, mine called me number 3, which was kind of...
I sort of feel he's kind of got a syndrome.
Body of Christ!
He can't sort of turn himself off.
Ba-ba-da-boom bam ba-doom bam release.
Keep going and say the wrong thing.
Your asshole is dilated enough.
Manipulate and push.
Stop sniffing poppers, will you?
He's going to be a real star. He's a really strong actor, but he has some wonderful comic timing and comic ability as well.
Nathan, I'm going to ask you something. What would you like doing yourself normally? What's your hobbies?
Basically, on a Saturday night, I like to spend my time alone, cranking. Now, for all of you out there that don't know what a crank is, it's a crying wank. It blends emotion with pleasure, and I basically crank until I climax.
Not in the last stretch.
So tell me, did they give you special underwear so you can get into the character?
Well, for when we first meet Klaus, he's wearing these ridiculous leather pants that have a sort of a kind of a lacing all the way up the side, which goes, right up to the naked side of my bum. So we had to have underpants that weren't like, sort of very obviously seen.
So thongs.
So I was wearing, basically flesh-coloured sort of budgie smugglers. That's what
What did you say?
Budgie smugglers. You know what I mean?
We smuggle the budgie. North Americans are so boring. I wish we had fun words like budgie smugglers.
You can take that, North America. Run with it.
Let's steal a little from
That is great.
cultures who have had more
right.
time to come up with creative
So you got
You always bring a little bit of sparkle, don't you?
You have to.
Just a bit of shine.
You have that is very shiny.
Yeah.
I hope that's on camera because that's amazing.
Look at that shine.
If I could count the amount of times that this boy's lifted his leg up in these things.
It looks great.
Just doing some pointing mid-interview. Escape another city. I'd like you to know, listeners, that the fella who masquerades as some innocent sort of hipstery bearded ex-wrestler, he tackled me on the street. He held me down and he put my face in the gutter and was like, if you don't come back to my studio, I'm gonna find you, take your phone out and find all your family contacts and then send them a really horrible email, listeners. A terrible email. An email that would get me in so much trouble with my family.
Because I'm gonna write it with an accent, so they're gonna think it's you.
Yeah. Write it phonetically. Because I always send one hate email a year and it's around St. Patrick's Day.
But it's first.
Apple, dope apple.
Yeah,
it's great.
but-
I'd love the ability to be able to see flatulence, so that as soon as whoever does it, you can blame them straight away. They can't deny
Like
that
someone
it was
weeing
them.
in a pool.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a little bit, that's a bit clearer. But when you see someone,
depending on how you look at it.
depends on the quality of the urine.
Indeed.
Really tremendous.
Yes.
But I'll tell you one thing on the show, and you'll notice you are much better looking in real life than you are on TV.
Jonathan,
On
I
TV.
can't say the same for you.
Also, Malachi's just better looking. Is that?
Well, I've got the androgyny thing going on. Come on.
But in the TV show, you're the worst looking of the bunch.
Thanks, mate.
Isn't that right? But here he's quite good looking.
You've put makeup on me tonight, so hopefully I don't look as ghoulish.
You are wearing quite a lot of makeup, I guess.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
What age did you lose your virginity?
16. That's true as well. Potential fans.
Rob's a very natural performer, and he's very comfortable in his own skin.
Welcome to the Misfits chat show. It's like a Charlie Kaufman film. It's me. Listen, internet people, nerds of the world, right? I'm giving too much away. If you're not allowed to see my bulge.
All unpacked.
hung up.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. This is lovely.
What was
Finish
that?
things off
Just
now.
fanning myself.
I
don't think it was that you're beating hard.
Yeah, like
I actually had a rune there a while ago, but it's all faded
it's
off.
just called
now.
a nipple. You're gonna have that one for a while.
That was
Amazing.
a tassel rune.
Nice.
Yeah.
The relationship between the siblings is dysfunctional, but they still have this very close bond because of what they've been through together.
Mm-hmm.
Which of the cast members did you feel the closest bond to?
Well, his arm is around me, so.
And as the afternoon goes on, the other arm is going to creep around as well until we're like this.
And then for all of the press, then Cameron's going to lay on top of us. And I had other cast members that I enjoyed very much.
We are so thankful for you and your games.
You women and your games.
Your love games.
Love games.
Play love games with me.
There's been a lot of Mighty Boosh today.
Go and come back, it's a lot.
It's a lot. And, you know, it's hard to fill flirting with flight attendants. It's hard to stretch that out to 60 hours. I can achieve 45 hours perpetually at best. At best. But every man has limits.
Yeah.
But what about you guys? If you were in Clary's situation,
I like blondes.
I like brunettes.
Oh, that would be.
It's perfect.
There you go. Nobody's.
Couple.
A match made in heaven.
Everybody's happy.
Never mind you, Colin. Step out of the way.
Fine.
Let's make this a love straight line,
Ladies
baby.
and ladies.
That'd make a good
Zigzag.
twist for the second film, definitely.
There you go.
Yeah. Steve Blackman and I had lots of long conversations where we batted our eyelashes at one another across Skype and just said, the moment we meet in the flesh, whoa, I'm going to give you such a cuddle. And yeah.
All right, delicious
Oh,
milk.
Delicious milk.
Hold on.
Which is what these boobs can.
You seem to be a big fan of stand-up. I know you like a lot of
I
the
love
same.
a bit of stand-up. Dave Chappelle is my... Dave, you've gone straight to the top of the wank list. I've been masturbating into your face, your paused face, for the past 6 weeks.
The latest specials?
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, but in all seriousness, I have been loving them specials.
Blank could absolutely spit in my mouth.
I did a play a few years ago, and every night the actress across me had to spit in my face, and I'll be honest, I started to really enjoy it.
That's the last thing I expected you to say.
It's true.
To the end, or do you quite like the idea of leaving your character's fate as a surprise?
Read them all.
Except for the one that's not out.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about that.
I'm not quite at the end, but I've read on. I've spoiled it for myself a wee bit. I know how super natural and sleek and sexy I get in the next one. Ladies.
To be enduringly happy, you know?
Thank you.
And sometimes you meet people and it doesn't always feel quite real, but here it feels like people are genuinely happy all the time.
Sometimes listening to you is like reading Orson Welles. It's delicious.
And then there's a bit of like Billy Idol that creeps in every once in a while.
Billy Idol. I was almost going to wear my t-shirt, you know, the big happy
Robert
smile.
has enjoyed a lot of Toronto.
He has enjoyed it.
Right.
I absolutely have, you know, the sights, you know, the museums.
All the cultural
The
stuff.
history of women and the sights of the girls.
If you will.
Yes, the Canadians, you know, they're very open people.
Well, thank you guys.
Owners and space hoppers falling in love. Maybe me and the guys would be responsible for, people getting married and shit. Or
Yeah.
maybe just having some afternoon liaisons.
Oh, so a bit like,
Me and you now.
Yeah.
Lots to look forward to, though.
Loads to look forward
Loads
to,
to look
yeah.
forward to. Must
Then
be very exciting.
You're gonna have like an there's gonna be like an overflow of Rob in 2017, man. Oh! There'll be a Rob orgy. Small screen, big screen, little tiny iPhone screen, whatever you masturbate to, right? Whatever your machine is that you wank near, don't worry, I'll be on it soon.
Listen, good luck with the movie and jet trash and everything else. You can say hello if you want to the camera.
But you've got to leave that in. That was fun. Now, I'm going to use this forum to talk about my unique suffering. The suffering that's done in consistent luxury. Yeah. Now, most of you are going to really hate me for this. But you know what? Fuck you guys. Because I'm a person too. No, I'm only joking.
Scary looking in this thing. Was it a lot of CGI? Were you screaming at nothing? How does that work?
There wasn't much
Or fighting at nothing?
I scream at nothing all
I
the
scream
time.
at nothing all the time too.
That's your own problem, though. We'll talk about that later. There wasn't much.
I think he's only in his early 20s.
Oh, fuck.
But you go, wow, bang, boom, bada, boom, bang. I don't necessarily like your art, but fuck me, you're you, aren't you?
They've obviously got the impending apocalypse coming, so if you guys only had 2 to 3 days left before the apocalypse arrived, where would you go?
I'd be like disco party, Berlin, luminous banana hammock, stretched across the top of my head,
Yeah.
body paints, ecstasy.
I'd smoke a joint with my dad.
Would you? Can I be there?
Yeah, hell yeah, you could be there. My dad doesn't do anything, so it'd be nice to kind of, force feed him a joint.
You guys are going out rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
It's just weed.
You just burn out and then blow up.
Fair enough. And you can't get in trouble.
Yeah, I suppose I'd just,
Oh, no, that's
gather the loved ones,
Yeah, hang out with my
If you have
family.
to.
Boring. It's like, yeah, you gave birth to me, so we might as well be here at the end, mother.
That's what the others have said, so
Oh, I'm sure
So
they
yeah.
did some really good
They're
stuff.
so nice.
Yeah.
We're all from not neglected families. That's why we're like, should be with our mums.
We chose our family.
That was ages ago. And, but after me, you, and your dad get really baked, you're going to destroy all my brain cells. But, it's the apocalypse anyway, so who cares?
Okay.
Out of everyone in the cast, most likely to stay out after curfew.
Oh, Robert.
Rob Sheehan, yeah.
Okay, so fast.
Oh man, you Robert.
Everyone said she was so funny.
I think he did it last night.
Yeah. That's standard. It's a standard day.
Okay. Most likely to help you get a fake ID.
David or Rob? Rob
Yeah.
has connections.
David and
Rob has fake IDs.
Yeah, Rob,
Yeah.
Poor Robert.
Yeah, he's got all of these.
So the first one, who once got into trouble on a plane after drinking too much?
Robert Sheehan.
Robert.
I love that you immediately know that. Has he told you that story?
No.
But you can believe it.
That's just the most logical one.
I couldn't even get it out of my mouth. I was like, Robert.
Of course it's Robbie.
That wasn't me.
It was you.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was me.
Robert.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. I've got like a gym playlist, you know? You know what's a lovely track is that track Wide Open by the Chemical Brothers. It's very trancey, and if you were ever on drugs, which I never was ever in my life, it goes well with that. Maybe, hypothetically, I don't know.
So to finish off this Valentine's Day dinner, Robert will now perform a romantic cloth removal. 3, 2, 1.